are a lot of teachings out there about how to use the larynx. We aren't going to dive too deep into what those techniques and methods are right now because this lesson is all about understanding how different movements can impact the positioning of the larynx. But I will say this. A lower or neutral larynx position is what we want most of the time. This is because a lower larynx is associated with less injury. However, there are going to be certain singing styles that require you to have a higher larynx, and that's okay. I do not believe we need to use force and try to control the larynx, as that's going to limit it from working properly. If you want to monitor the movement of your larynx and begin getting familiar with how it moves, especially at different parts of your range, you can gently place your hand on your throat and just monitor how it moves. But do not try to hold it in place. Do not try to keep it low by pushing your tongue back, and do not be afraid if it raises. Your larynx is an incredible part of your body that works so well naturally without any interference. The positioning of your larynx can play a big role in the sound quality of your voice. Your larynx is at the bottom of your vocal tract. We'll talk more over your vocal tract in an upcoming lesson, but basically your vocal tract is made up of many parts that help create the unique sound qualities of your voice. It essentially shapes your sound. Because your larynx sits at the bottom of it, when the larynx lowers, it adds more height to your vocal tract. This heightening of the vocal tract not only adds more of a rich sound to your voice, but it also adds more space for the voice to be amplified. When your larynx raises, it shortens the vocal tract. This produces a brighter sound and a little more of a ring to the voice. The low larynx is often taught in classical styles of singing. This is because it helps produce that full and rich sound. This is also encouraged if you're in a choir. The raised larynx is often taught in contemporary styles of singing. This is because it helps produce more of a bright sound, and it's a really big aspect of techniques like mixed voice and belting. Take your hand and place it on your larynx. I want you to feel the movement. We can achieve this low larynx when we are yawning like this. Oh. Try it. Oh. Now I want you to try to take that yawn up in pitch because as you sing higher, your larynx is going to rise. Ah. Try it. Ah. Did you feel it lower and rise up? Isn't that cool? It's a pretty small movement, but that small movement can make a big difference in how our voices sound. Let's sing an ooh in two different ways, and I want you to feel the larynx start in a more neutral position, then rise a bit. We'll start with a darker ooh, then go to a brighter ooh. Ooh, ooh. Same note, different positions. Because some of those extrinsic muscles that control the rise and lowering of the larynx are also under your jaw, how open or closed or even spread your mouth is can play a role in how the larynx moves. Let's try singing in ah like this. Ah. Same note, but let's switch it to an ah. Ah. Very subtle movement, but it makes a drastic difference in the sound quality. Your larynx can also tilt. This is needed to sing higher notes so that the vocal folds are able to stretch. Let's sing an O lower to a higher ooh like this. Oh, ooh. Try that out. Oh, ooh. Again, it's a subtle movement, but you can feel the larynx tilt, and this helps the voice to sing higher pitches with ease. As I said earlier, it is unnecessary to try and consciously control the movement of your larynx. As you develop in your brain and voice a wide array of tonal sounds and qualities, How high it rises or how low it lowers will come naturally. Your larynx will move on its own, and of course, you can do things that are going to encourage it to move in a particular direction. But I want you to focus more on the sound qualities that you are trying to produce when you sing and eliminating unnecessary tension in your muscles so your larynx can work exactly as it's meant to. Do you want a richer, more fuller sound to your voice? Try opening up your mouth more and maybe elongate your vowels. Do you want a bright sort of ping to your voice? Spread your vowels more and focus on feeling the sensations of that sound up in your sinus and nasal cavities. Getting hung up on the movements of the larynx is not something you should be worried about, but it's beneficial to understand how it works and moves and how it impacts the tone of your voice is the really exciting part.